Hey team, question for you, true or false? Every career has a story. True or false? You know what? In my 15 years of experience as a career growth coach over at Work It Daily, I am here to tell you 100% the answer is true. Everyone has a career story. And you want to know what else? That career story is completely made up. It is 100% subjective. And you're thinking, what's she talking about? It's a bunch of things that happened to me. My career story is just, my experiences. Folks, not true, and I'm going to prove it to you today. So you see, we as human beings have this ancient brain in the back of our head that is there to protect us. And what it does is it has experiences, it processes them, and it labels them. This was good, this was bad. This hurt me, this helped me. We then take those and we organize them and we put it into this perfect little story that's very easy to recall. That way, if we run into the situation again, we know what to do. We know how to react. So we all have this. This is an innate ability as humans. The problem is that no two people interpret career experiences the same way. If I was to put a bunch of you in a room and you all had something happen to you that was similar, you would all interpret it in your career story differently. That's what I mean about being subjective. But that also means this holds incredible power. And as a career growth specialist, this is the place I start from the very beginning. And the reason I learned to always start with this if I want to help somebody change their career is because in all these years of doing this, when people want to work with me, they come up to me and they say, JT, let me tell you my story. So I know that you have a career story that you're dying to talk about. But more importantly, you want to change. Now, a lot of people assume, okay, well, my story's cast in stone, and so I've got to change the future chapters to the story. But guess what? That's not how it works. If you want to change your future, if you want to grow your career, you actually need to assess the existing career story and look for places where you can change the interpretation. So let me explain that a little bit more. You see, because it's a story, I can already tell you that it's a major motion picture, it's an epic novel, you've created some drama in your head. That's what we do. So it has a plot, it's probably got a villain or a set of bad experiences, there's probably a victim, hopefully there's a hero, hopefully it's you, but there are these characters. And because, we all know stories, so we adapt and we gravitate towards that. What you have to do in order to have amazing career growth is not just try to fix something going forward. It's actually look at your existing career story and change how you write it. So I did this last year. It was really, really cool. At Work It Daily, we had a 21-day career reinvention challenge. We always do it at the first of the year, January kickoff. Thousands of people participated, and I got to read some of the most unbelievable career stories ever, because the first part in the class is for you to write out your career story, and then you go through a set of exercises to analyze it in a way you've probably never analyzed it before. Then we isolate it, and then we have you rewrite it, and then we help you start to really internalize that so that going forward you can make different, better choices. Because that's the thing I want you to think about. With every experience you had, however you chose to interpret it, it actually impacted the next thing you did in your career and the next move you made, some of the chances you took and some of the chances you didn't take. So if I want to change things for you going forward, I've got to get that story reinvented. And that is the truth. So I'm going to ask you today's my question in the comments below, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not at all, zilcho, 5 being absolutely and it's perfect. What's your career story like? How much have you invested in assessing your own career story, looking at it and saying, does this make sense? Is this serving me? Is this story really serving me and what I want to make happen to my career in the future? Because if it isn't, I can tell you right now, the first step is to learn how to rewrite that career story so that you can get different and better results. I promise you. In fact, for the rest of this week, my topics this week are going to be all around this because it's such an important part of the process. This is how I've been able to help thousands of people change their career trajectory by starting right here with their existing career story. Okay. Now, if you want more information on that, be sure to go over at Work It Daily. I'll put the link down below. You can access our Career Growth Club free for 3 days. We have a 3-day trial. So if you go and sign up, you can go right to that Career Reinvention Challenge, that 21-day course I was talking about. Go check it out. Get a lot of insights, a lot of more detail on how to do this process. Like I said, how to assess and change it. You can also work with our career coaches in there during that time. So I hope you go check it out because once you join our Career Growth Club, you're never going to want to leave. But if you're not ready for that, I understand, it's okay. Just come back here tomorrow. Tomorrow's video, I'm going to be talking to you about isolating some of the very typical misinterpretations of career events that I've seen people make that have harmed their career story, that sent their career story in a career limiting direction. So tomorrow I'm going to be talking about those. Let's see if maybe you have a couple of those, because if you can, those would be the ones I'd want you to start on working to change and rewriting in your own career story, okay? All right, everyone, don't forget to comment below. 1 meaning not at all, 5 meaning absolutely. I want to hear about your career stories and how much you've been participating, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.